Hey, it's Gothy, and another day. So today was a TAFE day again, but I wasn't actually in class. We went to Parramatta to the district courts and children courts and stuff for was it a reconciliation? Yeah, they were doing some speeches and stuff about National Reconciliation Week. And then they had a morning tea on, so didn't go to plan. Ended up leaving early as well. So I set my alarm early, was going to get the train in, and then wheel up, and my alarm didn't go off. So Andrew ended up having to drive me in, and we got there. I got there a little late because we got stuck in traffic. But after that, the speeches were outside, and then they're like, "Oh, morning tea is up on the second level." Okay, cool. They're like, "Oh, we're wheelchair accessible. There's lifts and stuff." All right, cool. Get up to the second level, and I can't fit in the doorways. My wheelchair doesn't fit. So I had to sit outside. I thought I was going to have to sit outside. And that's embarrassing as it is, that I can't even fit into a doorway. Um, Not my fault, it's because they have these insanely thick doors, unnecessarily thick doors, um, and they just don't open wide enough. So, not my fault, but couldn't get in there. So, someone who works there ended up going and getting their courthouse wheelchair, which is basically a hospital wheelchair. And they put me in it. They got me to switch over to that one. I had to leave my chair outside, out in the foyery sort of thing. So yeah, I had to leave it outside. And then the guy wouldn't let me push myself, because I mean, even hospital chairs are not great to push in, but I can do it. But he's like, no, 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 put your hands inside the wheelchair. Okay, here we go. It was embarrassing. I felt really humiliated. Like, it was bad enough having to sit outside, but for someone to put me in a chair and have to push me and, not letting me push myself and stuff was, yeah, not fun either. Then we went to visit a hostel in Parramatta. They help um, they help people who are facing homelessness and domestic violence and stuff like that find places to go. This particular one only deals with older males, but we went to there. But it was quite a walk. It was a couple blocks. One of the guys in the class helped me get in there. He pushed me for a bit. Um, it always makes me feel really paranoid when someone other than Andrew pushes me, because I worry about how much I weigh and I get really paranoid and freaked out about it. We went there, and it was sort of annoying because there were a few people that were there that sort of. The guy who was showing us around was answering questions and stuff, which was great, but there were a couple of people that just sort of stood around him and sort of hogged him, sort of thing. No one else, a lot of us didn't really get a chance to talk to him or ask questions and stuff. And I was sort of pushed to the back of everyone and couldn't really hear. I missed a lot of it because I couldn't hear, just because everyone was sort of grouped around, and I just couldn't, I wasn't close enough to hear, so that sort of sucked. But as I was sitting there, one of the people that's staying there actually came up and introduced himself and told me a bit about some stuff in his life and stuff, and I thought that was really cool. And I got a comment about, look, people already coming up to you and reaching out, and you're already connecting with people, and that's a good thing, because it's the sort of thing you need to do in youth work. So I thought that was kind of cool. And then we were told that we were going to have to be back at the court by 2 for a court tour. But because I'd already seen to their wheelchair accessibility, I just really wasn't going to risk it. I wasn't in the mood. That was humiliating enough. I didn't want to, oh, now we're going to go look in this courtroom. Oh, you can't get in. Sorry, you'll have to wait out here. That's embarrassing. I don't like it. So I just came home. I got on the free shuttle bus in Parramatta, got on the train, and came home. So and then we went and had lunch, and I've come home to mail. So yeah. Also, Miss Kerry sent me a Heaven and Earth rack as a late birthday present. Yeah, so that's really awesome, and it's a Selena Fenwick, which I am such a fangirl. The Selena Fenwick, but yes. So, oh, no goodies. I always like when there's goodies. But I have Fiberlicious flosses. Yay! Some new ones. There's she's closing down for a little while to go on a holiday, so I thought I would make an order. The only downside is I forgot to use my birthday discount. She gives you 10% off your birthday, so I'm gonna message her about doing an order when she gets back, so that I can use that and get some more because I want more. So I got another skein of, see, this one's Poison Rose. It's a black and red. And it actually dyed up pretty much the same. It came out pretty much the same. I was using this for one of my projects and I thought I was going to run out. And as you can see, I almost did. There are 2 strands left. So I almost ran out. And we'll let them go back in the bag. This one is Her Majesty. There's blues and reds and greenies. It's like a dark green. It's really pretty. This one is Cosmic Chaos, which I mostly just got for the name, but it's pinks and blues. I really need to plug that lamp in so I can get some better light. This one's called Cloudy Day. There's various blues, and there's like a grey in there as well, which is really cool. This one is Forest Fairy Tales. So greens, there's purple, bit of blue and some yellow. We have Autumn Wreath. I got 2 of these ones because I am getting together a gift for someone. So I have 2. This one is Botanic Garden. Just some purples and blues. That almost matches my hair. Go that way. Yeah, that almost matches my hair at the moment because it's kind of faded. Denim Dreams. Some blues, purples, and some grey. This one is Bermuda. It has green. It's like a, yeah, it's brown and a light grey off-white sort of coming up cream colour on there. It's not quite a cream colour. And we have, what's this one? Rose Spell. So it's pink, grey, and like a off-green. I always want to call it poo green. I don't know why I want to call it poo green, but I always want to call it that. Ocean Twilight, which is pinks, purple, blue, and a browny grey sort of colour running through it. And the last one is American Snow Cone, and it's blue, green, pink, and some purple. So, yes, plus. And right now I am looking at some books to buy. Booktopia have a end of year financial sale, end of financial year sale. And then they sent me a free shipping offer, so I'm going to buy some books because a lot of their books are like $3-4 each at the moment in this section, and there's some really interesting sounding ones, so I'm going to get a few. I still have a little bit of birthday money left, so I'm going to use it on that. Then I'm going to do some gaming. I'm going to leave my assessments for the weekend because I'm not in the mood to deal with anything to do with TAFE. Right now, I'm kind of over it. Do some gaming. So I'll probably attach some WoW footage here too because, or gaming footage. I don't know whether I'll play WoW Heroes, but raiding tonight as well. I'm also using my slow cooker for the first time. Now, my third housemate's not home tonight by the looks of it, and we didn't have anything on the list for tonight. We hadn't quite decided on something for dinner, so I thought, hey, let's go get some pork scotch fillets and I'll put them in the slow cooker with some stock and herbs and stuff, and we'll do a pulled pork. So that's what I'm doing. I'm testing that out. So that's on now. I'm gonna go check it in a minute because I haven't used it yet. So just there's no fire alarms or anything, so I assume everything's going fine. Yes, I think that is it. I have some flosses to card up and bobbin later. I'm running out of space, like, because I have one floss box that is just for hand-dyed flosses, and it's full. And I don't know how I'm gonna do it so that they're all sort of together. I gotta work that out. It's full. There's no more space for a single bobbin in it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. So, but either way, I have some pretty new flosses. They're not in the bag neatly. Oh wait, and I have other stuff. A friend of mine works in an op shop, so random ball of string. String comes in handy. 2 packets of Ada. They're both 11 count, I think. Or is that 14? I don't know, there's a dot right in the middle. And it doesn't say on the back. But I'm pretty sure that's 14. There's 11 and 14. There is a piece of random Ada, just that someone's gotten rid of. There's this kit, and it has, it's got the pattern and everything. It's got the floss. I don't think it has the fabric though, by the feel of it. Oh no, fabric's in there. Fabric. It's 14 count. Yeah, so some lynxes. Oh, cougars. Cougars, lynx, whatever. I don't know. This is a, it's like a bookmark. It's like a stand on your shelf sort of thing. This has got 14 count plastic canvas. This is weird plastic canvas in this too, because it's bent over. I've never seen plastic canvas like that. And then there's some flosses, but these are anchor ones. And there's some Semco in there too, but I might just use these as like threads people can pick from if I'm teaching them to stitch. I don't use Anchor or Semco. Spotlight used to sell Anchor, but they stopped selling it. They sell Semco now. I don't like Semco for their floss. Their fabrics are nice, but I don't like their floss. So, yes, that was a birthday gift. So that's it for now. This ended up being much longer than I thought it would be. I'm gonna make sure the cat's nice and warm, because it's cold again today. Like, it was like 6 degrees when we left the house this morning, so that was not fun. My knees do not like the cold at all. In fact, we found a electric throw blanket, like an electric throw, and it's a blanket instead of a fitted electric sheet. Yeah. Anyway, got one of those so I can wrap it around my knees, and yeah, just have to be careful with it. So that's it. I'm gonna do some stitching and some gaming and chill out and try not to think about being made to use another wheelchair, and just, yeah. It just sort of, I don't know, the whole thing just sort of highlighted how little I can do now when it comes to walking and stuff. Like, there's no way I could have walked in there and stood and done that, so, yeah. This whole thing sucks sometimes. So, I'll see you guys later. So it's me again. I'm playing WoW at the moment, so you can see the things happening. Yeah, so I was talking to some of the people from my tape class who went along today, and apparently one of them heard one of the teachers make a comment like, get your wheels going, or something like that. After I asked, where we're heading, what's the way to get there, what's, stuff like. Which kind of pisses me off, because Like, this is probably me being a bit too sensitive, I don't know. But that comment is completely inappropriate, first of all. You know, like, especially coming from someone who teaches youth work. And, like, alcohol and drugs and stuff. Like, why would someone who knows the industry, knows how important it is to, you know, keep judgmental comments to yourself, say shit like that? Like, it just kind of pisses me off. But not only that, like, this was after we came out of the courthouse. So I just had one of the most humiliating experiences that I've had since using the wheelchair. And then apparently a comment like that gets said. Like, it's a good thing I didn't hear it, because I probably would have gone off. Like, that's completely inappropriate, like, straight up. Like, I feel like it sort of trivializes how difficult it is to get around in a manual wheelchair, first of all. It's just, it's pointing out that I'm different and I get around differently, you know, which, I mean, everybody can tell. I don't need people talking about it. I don't need people mentioning it out loud. Like, that's bullshit.
How you doing, man?
But not only that, just... yeah, I just can't... I can't get over that. Like, who makes those sort of comments? It's just ridiculous. Yeah, but apparently they made that comment, and now I'm just sitting here and I'm thinking back to all the other little comments that I heard from the same person over the day, like things like, when we left the hostel, everyone else sort of walked away really quickly. You know, they just took off on their own for a bit, which I don't have an issue with. But it meant that I was sort of left alone to get back up the hill, and it was tough. I ended up going up backwards because for some reason I can get up easier backwards than going forwards. And one of the other classmates was with me, but they have a bad knee, so I wasn't going to ask them to help. And they, the other people that were behind us caught up, sort of just as I got to the top. And they're like, oh, you really need to ask for help, you shouldn't be so stubborn. And then she just walked off. Like, didn't offer to help or anything. This is like, you just, you know, you just told me not to be stubborn and to ask for help, and then you walk off and don't offer to help. Yeah, so I'm just going back over everything that happened today, and now I'm getting even more pissed off because when the guy in the courthouse brought up their wheelchair for me to get into so I could fit through the doorway, which, first of all, isn't my fault. Like, that's something that they need to address. That's not my thing, because I have a pretty standard wheelchair. Like, it's like an inch wider than a standard wheelchair. And it's still a standard size wheelchair. It's just because it's not a collapsing wheelchair, so the rigid frame, like the wheels at the front, are a bit wider than a hospital wheelchair, which is what they've got. But that was humiliating. And then being told that, you know, and then like the guy pushing me in it and not letting me push myself, even though hospital wheelchairs are a pain in the ass to push, I can still do it. But it's like, no, put your hands inside the wheelchair, here we go. That's humiliating. And like, the fact that the guy turned around and was just like, oh, you know, we didn't know you were coming, as if anywhere I have to go, I have to give them warning that I'm going to be there, because I'm not, otherwise, like, I mean, it's hard enough trying to plan to go somewhere, because I have to call up in advance, make sure I can get into the place, make sure they have somewhere I can piss, and, like, ask if there's any other difficulties and stuff in there. Nobody thinks about, you know, everyone thinks as long as they have ramps or a lift or both, then they're wheelchair accessible. They don't think about things like doorways and, you know, the lips on doors and stuff like that. They don't think about carpet, because carpet is a pain in the ass. You know, and then they make comments like, oh, well, we didn't know you were coming. As if, unless I warn someone that I'm there, I'm not welcome. And it gets to me. Like, it's been hard the last year, not going anywhere, because I can't, you know? Public transport's hard. Dealing with people is freaking stupid. And most places I can't even get into or get around, and it just fucking sucks. And I'm so pissed off about the whole thing that I kind of don't want to go to any more of these field trips, because we've done 2 in 2 weeks, and both of them have sort of been shitty and hard, and like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this for the rest of my damn life? That's what I don't understand. Like, how the fuck did people deal with these people that make these comments and carry on like this without punching them in the face? Because that's my instinctive reaction, is to just punch him. That's all I want to do, is punch him. I'm so over the whole thing. Like, people. Yeah, I'm not actually gonna do any of these quests. Legendary. Yeah, I'm not gonna do those ones either. It's just sort of getting to me. I'm not. If she really made that comment, like, that's. Why? That shits me too. Like, this person teaches youth work, teaches drugs and alcohol, teaches probably mental health as well. Why would someone make that comment? Like, to me, it's like going up to an Aboriginal and saying, oh, you got your spear ready, mate? Or, you know, going up to someone who's gay and goes, oh, did you bring your cleaning gear? Like, it's that same sort of fucking stupid comment that just makes me want to punch people. Like, Jesus. Why do people make these comments still? How do people not realize that they're not appropriate? I'm gonna stop, because I'm just gonna keep ranting about this, and right now I just need to kill things. So I'm gonna PvP. My priest is almost level 100. She's, yeah, almost halfway, so I decided to skip raid today. I'm just not really in the mood. Yeah, yeah. Fucking people, man. Ugh.